is on the laws of conservation. So we have two major laws of conservation. We have the law of conservation of mass and the law of conservation of energy. So the law of conservation of mass states that in any physical or chemical reaction, mass is conserved. So that means that mass cannot be created or destroyed. So the mass of the reactants is always equal to the mass of the products. So if I were to do a reaction inside of a closed system, the mass that I start out with is going to be the mass that I end with. I can't make matter from nothing, and I can't just make it disappear. I can't destroy it. And the same thing goes with energy. So the law of conservation of energy states that in any chemical process, energy is conserved. So that means just like mass, energy cannot be created or destroyed. Energy can be transferred from one thing to the other. So an ice cube feels cold because the heat from your hand is leaving your hand going to the ice cube to melt it. A mug feels hot because the heat energy from inside the mug is going into your hand, which is colder, and it feels the heat. So energy is heat, they're the same, and they can be transferred from one to the next. So there are two major forms of energy, and energy is really the capacity for doing work. So we can have different forms. So there is chemical, nuclear, electric, solar, thermal, and mechanical, are all different types of energy, or different forms of energy. There's two different types of energy. There's potential energy, which is stored energy, kinetic energy, which is the energy of motion. So in chemistry, the potential energy is the energy that's stored within a compound. Then when that compound reacts with another compound, that energy then gets changed to kinetic energy as well. So we have potential energy where something is changing the phase that it's in. So going from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, we're changing the energy. The particles are just spreading further apart or getting closer together. And then kinetic energy is the actual moving around of the particle.